Cupcake? I got a grip of myself and slapped his hand away. First of all, I'm not food. And second, I'm not here to talk about souls and music with you. It's about my brother. Suddenly, his face turned serious. I had already talked to your dad about it. Kevin ran away and he didn't want us to find him, and there's nothing we can do about it. I know, but I need your help with something. I told him about Dad's demands, and he suddenly laughed. That's a ridiculous idea. You two look similar, yeah, but you're too cute and girly to be a boy. Wait, he found me cute? I excused myself to the bathroom, and after calming down, he was nowhere to be found. It took me a whole day to finally find him playing violin in the school garden. So, are you gonna help me with this, or are you just gonna play your violin all day? I only help people who can look me in the eye. Ugh, why was he being like this? I gathered up all my courage before finally meeting his eyes, and thankfully, I was able to control myself until he smiled. You have the same eyes as your brother. They're very pretty. So he liked my brother's eyes? That was fruity. Whatever. Now, where do we start? Your appearance. And I think it needs a lot of work. For the makeover, he brought me to the mall to cut my hair short, and it took me several hours to finally say goodbye to my precious long hair. After accepting the fate of my hair, we tried on some clothes similar to Kevin's fashion. As I walked out in a leather jacket, he came up to me to zip it up. He was so close, I could hardly breathe. Looks perfect now. He then taught me about my brother's stance, walk, and gestures. I told you to walk faster, not like a gangster. And stick out your chest more. Think of yourself as the hunkiest man alive. Like this? He held my hips to guide me, and I felt like exploding from the sparks. Just then, I noticed some girls around drooling over us. Both guys are so cute. I'll take either of them. They look so in love. OMG. Love wins. Great. And now we were a gay couple. Cedric coached me about Kevin's interests, and I was surprised. I didn't know my brother was such a dork. He loves SpongeBob so much, he even thought of diving into the ocean just to look for its real-life version. But one revelation made me tear up a bit, and he adores you so much. But he thought you didn't like him, so he always chose to give you space. What? That's not true. He's too protective of you. He even told me not to talk to you because he thought I'm trouble. Oh yes, you're definitely gonna be trouble. To my heart. That weekend, we continued practicing until I looked convincing enough, and when we finally got to school, I just stayed close to him and smiled at people from time to time. I was doing an excellent job at being my brother until it was lunchtime. We sat at their usual table for lunch when suddenly someone sat on my lap and kissed my cheek. It was Lauren, the prettiest and coolest chick at school. What in the frickin' pregnant duck is happening? What?